Good evening. Gertrude had never seen stars like these before. She couldn't help herself. While the rest of the bed and breakfast gathered in the field with blankets and pillows to watch the constellations, Gertrude slipped up the stairs and climbed through a partially open window to rest her back against the roof tiles and stare at the miraculous sky. She had her beaten up fantasy novel with her diary, a couple snacks, and a pillow, all she could ever need, and she was alone.
Hey, Gertrude! An exuberant voice whispered from across the roof.
Gertrude jumped and then caught her breath when she recognized the silver pajamas of her neighbor. Oh, hey, MP. Without thinking, Gertrude shoved her books into her backpack and flashed a cautious little smile. What are you doing up here?
The moon prince shrugged. It's a cloudless night tonight, and I didn't want to go up and down all those stairs. I figured I'd watch the constellations up here. They fidgeted with the stuffed alien in their arms. Gertrude scooted over just enough that there was a little room at the edge of the roof. Moon prints lay out their shiny blanket and with a groan stretched out next to their fellow teen, resting their head on the other end of her pillow. The two lay there for a moment, staring up at the stars. The moon prince pointed up at one constellation in particular. That one's named Panachis. If you're born under it, it means you'll host a lot of really big parties. And that one over there is Tabernacle, which, they caught themselves and started stammering. Sorry, I just get excited. I didn't mean to ramble. I didn't mean to ramble.
Gertrude rolled over and gave them a smile. Don't worry, MP. I'm listening. Her hand naturally rested against the back of the Moon Prince's. The Moon Prince blushed a deep blue, and Gertrude could tell they weren't used to feeling like someone cared about what they had to say. They resumed explaining the constellation with halting nervousness, barely masking uncontained excitement. Gertrude leaned back, rested her head next to theirs, and stared up at the beautiful stars. Welcome to episode 4 of Room for Everyone, Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast actual play. I'm Natalie from Charm Person Games, and tonight I'll be your concierge. And I will be playing Gertrude, a masked teenage runaway who uses she, her pronouns.
And I am Stephanie Allen. I am the other half of Charm Person Games. And tonight I will be playing Hey Kid, a devil child with a lot of energy and not a lot of sense who uses they them pronouns.
I am Max, your local trading card guy, they, he, high Q person. I play Parrish, a brave frog once a night who is now the chef at the bed and breakfast, and he uses he, him pronouns.
I'm Sebastian Yue, and I'm a TTRPG writer and performer playing the Moon Prince, the runaway prince of the Moon Kingdom, who also uses they them pronouns.
Hi everyone, I'm Leslie. I'm the content manager at Carrion Studios, and I will be playing Amelie, a workaholic robot housekeeper who uses they them pronouns.
And tonight we have a very special guest staying with us at the B&B. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shadi Smith Edwards. I'm Glenn Bishop from the Lovely Craftians podcast. And I will be playing Lady Sheridan Sherry Dusson, fameless bitter vampire aristocrat who uses she, her pronouns. And I use she, her pronouns also, by the way.
Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast is split into separate chapters that each use their own rules. Tonight we're playing Chapter 50, Stargazing. In past episodes, you've been able to follow along with us in the Ashcan, but this episode is not part of the Ashcan. This episode will be available to you when you purchase the full game, available on Indiegogo March 22nd. Tonight, Gertrude and the Moon Prince have some big questions they're pondering. And as we all lay back and look at the stars, the B&B's other residents and guests are going to help us chip away at them. In the end, if we can, we'll answer the big question, where should I go from here? So, Gertrude and the Moon Prince are laying back, looking at the stars. And I think it's just quiet for a moment.
I think so.
You hear a deep heave of breath. Ugh, there's too many flights of stairs for this old man. Oh, did I interrupt something?
Oh, no, not at all. I agree with you. There are too many steps. No, you did not interrupt.
I just came up to see the sky. I was down in the garden, but all the mud is getting on my pants. And he comes to sit by Gertrude and MP.
I'll kind of scoot over and make some space on the blanket.
He sits, you can hear the two knee pops when he bends to sit down.
I think you see that Gertrude looks a little embarrassed that someone else is up here. Like, I think her and Moon Prince were having, like, you know, we were just having some quiet time together, and Gertrude is a little bit worried that Parrish will get the wrong idea. And
maybe he will and maybe he won't, but I don't know if that's something I'm going to reveal at this time.
Okay.
He will like look between the two of them and nod and accept the silence for a little bit.
Oh, wait. Right there. Do you see that one? That one's Leo.
That one?
Yeah, it's a lion.
Oh, I would never have thought that one was a lion.
Yeah, you see there's the head and then the body.
Oh, I can see it now, yes. I think we call that something different on the moon. It looks different from where we are. I thought it was a whale.
Oh, I can kind of see a whale.
Oh.
If you do one of these ones.
I still see a lion.
Well, I mean, I can see a lion from down here, but like when you're on the moon, it looks different.
Are they bigger up there?
I don't think so.
I always assumed they would be. I don't know how it works. I've never been to the moon.
Well,
do you ever miss where you came from, Parrish?
I mean, I think that everybody misses home sometimes, but I like being at the bed and breakfast, and I like hanging out with you and with Hey Kid and with everybody.
Where is Hey Kid? I don't hear them.
That is a rather strange silence, isn't it?
It's usually trouble.
Maybe they are asleep.
Does Hey Kid sleep?
I mean, they do go to
everybody-
sleep.
I mean, they
sleep?
do. Oh no, they
Right.
do sleep, but they snore very loudly when they sleep. So you can always tell when they're sleeping.
So silence means that they're actually awake.
Right.
Then
I
you hear the
have-
thump, 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 thump of somebody stomping up the stairs. And the Hey Kid gets up there and just like slams the door shut behind them. Comes over, just sits down in the middle of the blanket, like in between all of you, right in the middle of the pile.
Oh, okay. Hey, kid.
Oh,
Hey,
good. You didn't break anything.
I tried.
What did you try to break?
Yazeba's door
And why did you try to break Yazeba's door?
because I wanted to be inside, and she locked it.
I thought that we talked about discussing other people's privacy and their desire to have time in their own quarters.
It's not her bedroom.
But
It's
it's
just her
still
study.
Yes, but it's still her space.
But it's still full of cool stuff, and she won't share.
Well, maybe I'll have a discussion with Yazeba about sharing next time we talk.
Does she listen to you?
No, not particularly.
Well, she's not gonna listen to you. She's not gonna listen to anybody.
Am I really the benchmark for such things?
You're really nice, and you're like smart, and like you care a lot about people a lot, and like everybody listens to you, Parrish.
If there was a camera, Parrish would now turn to look at it.
Well,
Right, well, I'll do my best.
What are y'all doing up here?
Looking at the stars.
we're looking at the stars.
Oh,
That one's Leo. It's a lion.
right.
Uh-huh.
A lion. Yeah.
And to me and to my people, when we're on the moon, it looks like a whale.
Like a whale?
Like
That's
a whale.
cool.
Wait, there's whales on the moon?
Oh yes.
Moon Prince? Moon Prince? Moon Prince?
Yes.
Moon Prince? Will you take me to the moon sometime? The moon's
Well-
super cool and I want to go.
Maybe I don't know that you would like the moon.
Why?
Well, it's very, very cold.
I can make
and
it warm.
There are a lot of people who don't share on the moon.
Oh, that's not nice.
No, it isn't.
Is that why you left? Because people weren't nice?
Well, sort of, partly, but I left for a number of different reasons. And if I hadn't left, I wouldn't have gotten to meet you. So I'm glad.
I'm glad too. Are we friends, Moon Prince?
Of course, we're friends.
Yes. And that's me doing a bingo. So I'm gonna take this token from the Moon Prince. And I'll put it on the big question. We'll start that. I like making friends. I've made a lot of friends at the bed and breakfast. Have you met Iker?
I haven't. Not yet.
We'll have to play with Iker later.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Why not? Iker's great.
Is Iker a good friend of yours?
It lives in the walls.
Oh, okay. Lives in the walls.
It's like a slime lizard.
It could be anything, but it's like made of like mud and stuff and tar.
Is Icar sentient, or should we call an exterminator?
Iker's a person.
Oh,
It looks like anything. It could get really
Oh,
big and
alright.
scary like me.
I suppose we haven't met, or maybe we have, and I didn't know it.
Iker definitely didn't rip the door off the refrigerator.
That was so hard to replace.
Anyway, yeah. Show me another constellation.
Um,
Ooh. What's that one?
Oh,
That's Moira, the Weaver of Fate. You know, who brought us all here. Or it's what my mother used to say.
Weaver of Fate?
Yeah, so
Like a spider?
I always thought that it was kind of a stretch, but no, not real weave, like psychological weave here. So, and he'll lean kind of next to Hey Kid so he can point as accurately as possible at the stars. Be like, so her head is up there, and she has this sort of veil, and then those two are her hands, and there's a crystal between them. That's the big star.
Oh, I see it.
oh,
Oh, I'm so proud.
so pretty.
Yes, it was my mother's favorite.
Cool.
So, Weaver of Fate, does that mean that there is a destiny of some kind?
A lot of people where I'm from believe so. I believe I do as well.
The door opens slowly as Lady Sheridan opens the door, and she's talking, mumbling to herself like, it's been a little
I think
quiet.
Gertrude hops to her feet as soon as you come out.
Oh, I hope it's a lot quieter up here. That child. Oh no.
Oh, Lady Sheridan.
Jerry!
Lady Sheridan, do you need anything? Warm
Uh,
towels?
It's okay, child. It's
Somebody
very
put
good.
garlic in your room again?
No, not this time. Thank very much for that. But very much appreciated, child. Seat probably would be best if any.
Yeah, I can go get you a chair. I'll be right back.
Yes, a very very eager young one.
Porter, duty.
Gertrude, do you need a hand?
And I think Gertrude thinks for a second. She smiles. No, I got it. I'll grab some snacks while I'm down there too.
Are you sure?
I want the cookies
can
about the
definitely
fridge.
help.
Those are Parrish's cookies. Ask Parrish if you can have them.
Paris, I can have your cookies, right?
You may have. Wait, did you eat dinner?
Yeah.
Did you eat your vegetables on your plate?
Yeah.
You can have a cookie.
Mm.
And probably a glass, please, darling. I would appreciate that very much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get you a glass of. Is that for blood?
Yes, it is very much for blood. Yes, that's the only way I can intake that. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Gertrude, are you sure you can carry all of that? It's a lot of things. I mean, not like I don't think that you can carry it. But,
I'm going to
if
do
you
one of
did-
my whoopsies and take on more than I can carry and say, yeah, I've got it.
Okay. And I'm also going to do a whoopsie because that one is try way too hard to make someone else like me.
Yeah. And I will give you the token from my whoopsie because I think you're about to learn
I'm learning
from it.
things.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm also going to give you the token from mine because I
Okay.
think okay.
I'm taking Hershey's Kisses as my tokens, and then I'm going to eat them as a snack after the game.
Wait, so mine actually.
Give you one.
Yeah.
My last name is Hirsch for the chat.
Aw.
We're looking at the stars, Miss Lady Sheridan.
Yes, I see. Oof. Your voice is just so high, shrill indeed. But yes,
I'm little.
tell me more about these stars.
This one's the spider who weaves her fate, and she's got a crystal and a veil, and those ones are her hands.
She's a person. Well, she's not anything. She's stars, but you know.
Parrish taught me.
But there's a bit of lore with this Dreamweaver of yours, yes.
Dreamweaver. That's a one that I haven't heard, but yes.
Sorry, was that an assumption of mine? No, I'm very sorry.
No, you're quite spot on.
Well, that makes me feel very good. Yes. And then like she slides into like and it wasn't there before, but it was it's one of those like cafe chairs, like those little cafe stools, a cafe chair, and like it looks like it just gets made out of shadow as she takes a seat. And she's like, just waiting for I'm waiting for sustenance at the moment. I can't really think straight. And it's what do you call it again? I'm getting very hangry. Yeah, that's happening right now.
Oh, I
So
get hangry a lot. I know all about that one.
I do not deny that, child. Not at
I
all.
can confirm.
So I want cookies.
I told you that you could have one if you want,
I want a lot of cookies,
and you can have one cookie.
but I want a lot.
But if you have a lot, then your stomach will get upset.
No.
Yeah, and yes, and because then it means that you can't keep eating cookies forever.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, think of it this way. If you eat all of the cookies now, that means it might take longer for there to be more cookies, and then you will be sad.
I used to have an exorbitant amount of cookies at my disposal before, but no longer. It's unfortunate. It's good, but if you can just wait on it, I'm pretty sure that it'll come your way. Just a little. Just wait a little bit on that one.
If everybody would like, I wouldn't mind going down to the kitchen to bring things up here for us.
Oh,
Gertrude just went.
I mean, yeah, I think Gertrude said she has it.
And
She
I
should be
just go
back
settle
soon.
there. I don't want to
Just
there.
think that Gertrude has been a while.
No,
So,
don't worry. Nick's Amelie won't let her spill.
oh, yes, you're right. Amelie should be watching. All right.
Yeah,
Down in
Amelie
the
will help her.
B&B, Gertrude is trying to pull a kitchen chair, a big bowl of popcorn, the cookies, a like fancy goblet, and she has it all stacked up.
Yeah.
And is trying her best to like get up the like attic, like up the stairs with it, and I think runs into Amelie.
I was gonna say, I think Amelie actually just sees you and takes some of the things from you and says,
Oh, I've got
Gertrude, this is too many things. You are going to spill something.
it. Oh, okay. Do you
Please,
want to help me
I will
carry
give
them
you
to
a
the
hand.
roof?
To the roof? Yes, I
Yeah,
could
we're
help.
looking at stars together.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I would love to give you a hand.
Do you remember the factory you came from?
I think she like kind of looks around, or they kind of look around for a moment and they go, vaguely? Most of my memories are from here. I was delivered here in a box.
Do you ever think of like going to go like visit the factory?
No. I do not.
No?
I don't. I don't think so. I don't think I've thought of that.
Oh no, I broke Amelie. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's go upstairs.
Great. I would like to help you with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, they will follow behind Gertrude, and I think they've grabbed like the popcorn, because they were. I'm doing a bingo, which is anticipate and avert a potential mess, which is you spilling popcorn.
Okay. That is very
And
fair.
I am going to take one of your tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That is mine now. Right? I could just keep that. I think that's how that works.
You can keep it, or you can put it on the big question.
No, I'm going to keep it. That's mine.
Okay. Cool. You want to level up?
I do want to level up.
Yeah, and I think Gertrude kind of comes up the stairs first and is like, "Hey, everyone, your chair,
there.
Lady Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
This is the comfiest chair in the dining room."
Oh, very much. Thank you. And goblet, please.
Yes, and I think grabs the goblet from like the bowl of popcorn, and it has a little popcorn butter on it. She like wipes it on her like pants, and it's like, "Here you go."
Very much, thank you. And as she like swishes it empty, it slowly like fills up with the red liquid as she does that. It's like very much appreciated. Also, if I've had all this squabbling and talking around before, if it was too much for you, dear, you could have just said no. If that have worked better for you. if it was too much. It seems like I'm
No, this is my job. I'm the day porter, and even though it's night, Sal has the night off. So I guess I'm kind of the night porter too right now in training.
totally understand, but understand, dear.
I have to
you don't
port things.
You don't have to do all the things yourself, is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say I take a bingo and help someone stand up for themselves next time. So I'm gonna take one of those. But dear, like you could, I don't care what, even if I used to be leader of a cathedral before, it doesn't matter. You can stand up to me and tell me if you need help. You could just tone me down on that one. I'm famous
Okay.
now. See, I have no bite to my words.
Right.
I'm gonna take one from you. That one.
Okay. And are you gonna keep it or put it on the big question?
I'm gonna put it on a big question.
I'm scared of the big
yeah.
question.
And then she
Moon
takes a
Prince is
sip of it.
going to look over very kind of shyly at Gertrude while this conversation is happening. But not saying.
Cookies. I hate Kate is like 2 fists into the cookies.
In a familiar fashion, Parrish side eyes at the popcorn bowl and then takes a chunk. His cheek is kind of full as he chews it.
Stuffing a second cookie into my face.
I think Amelie blank stares because I think Amelie was still holding the popcorn bowl, and then kind of looks at Parrish and is just like,
He glances away.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Would you like to stay up here and look at the stars with us, Amelie?
I could. I don't think there is anything that needs to be cleaned downstairs. I can sit for a little bit.
Sure.
Plus, you now have popcorn up here, which is prone to messes.
It is, yeah.
We can't have birds accumulating on the roof. That is bad for the roof.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what made the Jekarin come.
I don't know if Jekarins eat popcorn.
Everybody should eat popcorn.
Hey Kid reaches over and grabs a fistful of popcorn, and there's like little bits, kernels like falling out of their fist. It's just like
While they're distracted by that, I will slide the cookie plate away from them.
And like watching this, just like swishing the glass, like hey kid just stuffing their mouth. It's
just like a whole fistful, just like through
Yes,
it.
that's very lovely indeed.
Would you like a cookie, Gertrude?
Yeah, I'd love a cookie.
Oh, good. Okay, and I'll pass the plate over to where Gertrude can reach it, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bingo for that because Moon Prince made themselves useful.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
The lighter ones are a lemon with a sugar glaze, and they have a little bit of thyme. And then the slightly darker ones are a milk chocolate cookie that I'm working on. There's a little bit of caramel in the middle when you, break it open in the middle.
Oh my gosh, I love caramel.
What are these?
Everybody loves caramel.
What is caramel?
What is caramel? Yes.
Burnt sugar, right? Isn't that what
Imagine
you said,
advanced
Grace?
sugar. Yeah. Hey kid is right,
If you
actually.
burn the sugar in the right way, then it's caramel.
Oh, caramel.
Caramel. I don't know.
I have never heard of this before. It sounds neat, though.
I didn't understand that sugar could be burnt. Is that a thing that happens?
Well, it doesn't taste burnt because you burn it the right way, and then it tastes good. Do you want to try?
She kind of looks down at the cookie, like it has like a slight scowl. It's like, I will try anything, I guess, once. Just break off a tiny piece, please.
It's so good, Miss Lady Sherry.
I will break a cookie in half and give her like a middlemost piece to maximize caramel intake.
So she picks it up with the tips of her clawed fingers and then like pops it in. Does like a very calculated chew. He's like, I didn't understand the right way to burn sugar, but now I see. I understand now. Indeed. It's very sugary.
I would like to take a bingo for lifting spirits with the perfect refreshments.
Oh.
Amazing.
Lady Sherry,
Yes, yeah.
where does the blood come from?
She just stares for a very long time. And she like swishes it, takes a very thoughtful sip. It's like the blood of my enemies, darling, if you must know. You don't have to worry about it.
Where do you keep it?
You don't have to worry about that one. And then just like drinks.
Okay.
I will lean to Moon Prince and say, I thought that was Merlot.
I'm gonna be like, wait, what's Merlot?
How old are you again?
Me?
No, Moon Prince.
17 in
They don't have-
Earth years.
They don't have wine on the moon.
Well, maybe we could call it something different. I haven't been here very long.
It's with the. You're old enough to in the house. Next time you come down to the kitchen.
Okay.
Can I try it?
Try what?
Wine?
Nothing.
No. Like she like pulls
Can
it
I
out
have
of
wine?
her-
Can I try the
No.
wine?
No,
Hey.
no.
Why not?
Let's look at another constellation.
Yes,
So-
tell me about that one right over there. What is this one? It's very glorious.
Where
indeed.
who decides constellations?
Like who makes them?
Yeah,
Well, you can decide your own constellations too.
I
if you-
can't.
Yeah, you can. You can look at the sky and see if connect the stars together and see if it makes a picture, and then you can invent your own constellation.
There.
What does
You
it look
see?
like?
And it's like a hill kind of, but it's not a hill. It's the top of somebody's head, and then there's like the spiky bits, and that one's a lot longer. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it?
Oh, yes, I do.
Mhm.
Goes like
It's
this.
the crown of horns, but one of the horns is broken and it's like blunt, and then the other one's really long and pointy. But I'm gonna wear it someday.
Oh,
Oh,
very ambitious indeed. Mhm,
It's
I
waiting
see, I
for
see.
me. It's mine.
You should give it a name.
It's the crown of horns.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, it's important. It's
The
waiting
crown
for
of
me.
horns,
It's like
it has a ring to it.
I feel like it kind of looks like a crab.
it's a crown of horns.
It can be both. It is the fun of constellations is that it's open for interpretation, and different people will have different stories that are associated with them.
Well, it's the crown of horns, and it's waiting for me, and I'm gonna wear it someday because it's my birthright.
Birthright, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, child?
I don't really know, but that's what the thing in the outhouse told me.
What outhouse?
The outhouse in the back behind the inn. It's like over there.
Why is the bathroom speaking?
It's not the outhouse. There's something in it.
There is
It's
something
kind of
in the-
mean,
There's
though.
something or there's someone.
Oh,
I will have to investigate. That should be clean.
That is curious. Very
yeah.
curious.
It's kind of mean, though.
You should maybe use the bathrooms inside, hey kid.
I wasn't using the bathroom. I was
You just-
talking to the thing.
How did you discover that the thing was there in the first place?
It called my name.
This is becoming very worrying, and I don't even stay here often.
That is worse. That is worse. That is
It's
worse.
fine.
It called your name and you'd never spoken to it before then?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Hey Kid's name is Hey Kid.
That's true.
And everybody yells it all the time.
I don't
However,
doubt that.
I don't think we should make a habit of just talking to strangers because they call us.
Especially from a outside bathroom. That sounds like a
Yes.
very bad
It's
decision.
probably fine.
It's very not sanitary.
I think it's fine. And I'm doing a bingo of gliding past a problem on a double back hair charm. It's fine.
It was not fine.
And I'm gonna keep that one for myself.
Oh, look at that one. I had no idea you could see it from Earth. And the Moon Prince is gonna like jump and point at it, but is going to jump really high and then probably come crashing back down because they forgot that Earth has gravity. It's gonna be like, oh, ow, oh no.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I will be fine. And they'll just brush themselves off and try
Gertrude
to
is
sit
going
down
to
with as
come
much
try and help
dignity.
Moon Prince up.
Oh, thank you.
Use the bingo, make myself useful. Try and help you to your feet. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, thank you very much. That was very kind of you.
It was a really good jump.
Oh, thank you.
I bet if we were on the moon, you would have gone super high.
Oh, yes. People jump all the time on the moon. But sorry, I just got excited about that one.
What is it?
What is it?
So it doesn't really look like much, but if you look at it like this way from the left, you can see that it looks like a spiral, right? You can see that? Yeah. Well, there's a moon story behind it, actually, if you care to hear it.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Great. So, once upon a time, the moon was dull and colorless, and people, objects, animals, all of them were devoid of color. But then one day, a girl named Chroma, she dreamed of colors and in a kind of swirling plethora like that spiral. And when she woke up, she prayed to the goddess of change to grant her the ability to paint the moon. And the goddess of change heard her and granted her wish, but on the condition that she had to paint the world herself. And she did. She dedicated the rest of her life to painting everything on the moon. But then there was one thing that she couldn't reach, and it was the stars. And Chroma climbed to the tallest mountain on the moon, and no matter how high she jumped, even with the moon's gravity, or lack thereof, she couldn't reach them. And that was her wish, that the stars too be colorful. And so we look at this constellation because it's in the same pattern that she saw the colors in when she dreamed. And one day when the colors appear, we will know that she's finished her mission and that she has filled the world with color.
Wow.
That was lovely. Thank you.
That was a very wonderful story. Thank you very much.
It's just
Parrish is hiding
story.
his face behind his hanky for a moment. Very nice story.
Is that like a story your mom used to tell you?
Well, I mean, it's a story that lots of people on the moon are aware of. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, kids just sitting there with it, like their head in their hands, just kind of staring at the spiral constellation. Just
Yeah, I like that story, but it makes me sad because she couldn't fulfill her dream yet. But maybe one day she will.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hope she does.
I hope so too. I wonder what colors they will be when they do light up. Like,
What color is everyone's favorite? I don't think adults ask that question enough.
I like yellow.
That's a good one.
Well, if we're all talking about constellations, I think I might have one. And then like she gestures to the sky. Is like, actually, there might be a better way to tell this story. And you see her uh, kind of vanish into like mist for a moment, and then she like makes a whole thing about it. And she like, so this is the creator of archive vampires, uh, Anastasia, I think is what her name was. The vampire queen. She is the one that was given the gift of vampirism. She was a little, she's the oldest of us. She's still around. Haven't talked to her in ages then. But yes, she was grand, amazing. I look up to her very much. She's one of the only people I look up to, really. And she made a safe haven for us all. There she is. And then you see the mist like direct and show exactly where the alignment of stars are. And you see like a play of mist as like you see a woman or like the best like outline of the woman made over the constellations to show where she is. Before like her body condenses down, makes her form again in the seated position. And yeah, and I'm also going to take a bingo for that, I think. For
She's
fun,
really
because
beautiful.
I changed for fun.
She looks like you, Lady Sheridan.
Oh, no. Again, she, I admired her very much. I guess I took after her. Again, the only person I really admire.
Yeah. Did you know her?
Yes. Wasn't my creator, but yes, you could say like all vampires came from her. And yes, she's powerful, strong, determined. Oh, amazing woman.
Do you miss her?
Sometimes, yes. I would like to visit her, but I have my own path. I think we all do.
Yeah.
Is she kind as well?
No, not at all. Probably at some point she was, but like if you live as long as us, you kind of lose that kindness. Too much of time of waste to try to be kind to everyone. So yeah, please do not talk to her. She has no patience whatsoever. Not even for me. So don't worry about it. It's all a song and dance to talking to her.
Oh,
I wonder what it's like to be around and have a constellation named after you.
Must be interesting. I've always wanted a constellation named after me, but I settled for having a cathedral in my name. Ah, those are the good times. And she's also going to take a whoopsie for talking about bitter. I guess it's not bitterly talking about it, just fondly. So I guess it doesn't count. But yeah, it's like, well, yeah, one day I'll get a constellation named after me. One day.
What would it look like when you do get one?
I haven't thought about that one. It's one of those things where I thought if I ever got it, then I'll like worry about it, I guess. But anything, I want it to be as grand as hers. Maybe grander. Although she might take a little personal hit to that one. Might feel a certain way, feel slighted.
Would you want yours to be near hers?
Yes. There are others near her. I just don't know which one there are. I don't know those other vampires very much. Just her. Hey kids, you're frowning. Are you okay?
I think she's lonely. She's just out there trying to paint the stars all by herself, away from everybody. Nobody knows where she is.
Oh, well, everybody knows where she is, and everybody is rooting for her.
No, you don't know where she is. She's trying to go on a quest to reach the stars and paint them, and they're not painted, and it's been forever.
Well, we know that she's out there trying, and all of Moon Prince's family and Moon Prince's friends from home know that she's out there trying.
But we're not there. She's all by herself.
Well, perhaps we can write her a letter.
See what
Where do we send it to? We don't know where she's at.
Well, that's the beauty of the Postal Service. They know where stuff is that we don't. like where Santa lives.
You told me you have to write an address on the front or they won't take it.
Well, it's different when you're delivering to the moon. The rules are different.
Oh.
Lots of things are different on the moon.
Oh. Okay. Like that constellation, it makes me sad.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
very
sorry. I didn't mean to make you sad.
It's not bad. But it makes me sad. And I'm gonna steal the token off of that because I have said what it means to me.
Oh.
And I'm gonna put it on the big question.
I think that
And
I
it was
see.
also a whoopsie where I got lost in my own gloomy thoughts. And I think I'm gonna give it to the Moon Prince.
Oh,
For the lots of things are different on the moon. I feel like getting lost, learn something from me being sad.
thank you.
I think that I see binary code in the stars. See, that says 010.
Wait, what?
Binary code. That is how I operate. I operate on a binary code.
What is binary code?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't know.
Binary code is the way that computers talk. It is a series of zeros and ones that translate into different commands.
I see. What does the 010 stand for?
It actually doesn't mean anything. It's too short of a string to mean anything.
I see.
But it is
What
there.
could it mean if you continued to write it?
It could say hello.
I like that the stars are saying hi to us.
Trying to stay high.
They're making an effort to speak your language, Emily.
That is a good way to look at it. That is sweet. That is sweet.
Would you like us to learn to speak your language, Emily?
No. That is unnecessary. I can understand your language.
But would it be easier if we used the ones and zeros for you?
Easier? No, I don't think so. Ones and zeros is how I understand my programming.
How
Would
would I
it mean
say
more
hello in ones and zeros?
That would be a lot. Right?
It is
You
a
tried
lot.
to tell me this one day.
I did try to tell you that one day. It is a series of about 50 numbers. But you can say it.
I see why this would be it would be simpler to leave it in that case.
Correct.
What happens if you get lost?
What happens if I get lost?
Yeah, like if you're saying 0 and 1, like, and you gotta say 50 times, like, you lose count. I lose count all the time.
I have never thought of that before.
The first thing I
God,
thought of.
I have never lost my place when consuming my programming. I don't know if that is a possibility.
Wow, you're really smart, Mix Emily. You got a really big brain.
I do have a large processor. That is how my programming is controlled.
What is a processor?
Well, you put the food in it and then it grinds it up real small.
I feel like that is a little bit of out of context, a little bit. Maybe I'm missing something here.
Is there another kind of processor?
Amelie, do you process food?
I do not process food. I
yes.
cannot eat.
Oh,
It's very
That's a shame.
sad. Mix Emily can't have cookies.
I cannot have cookies.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Though I am curious about what caramel is. It
is
seems
So
neat.
good.
It tastes very tasty. I was a little surprised. Burnt sugar. Who knew?
Mix Emily!
Yes,
What
hey
if we
kid.
updated your program so that you can eat?
That
That's a thing.
that is something that
Sometimes you go and you plug yourself in and you go really quiet and you say, I have to update, leave me alone, don't bother me, hey kid. And then you are different sometimes when you come out and you can do different things. Maybe we can give you an update so that you can eat.
that is a possibility. I have not seen an update for that, but that we can definitely look into that. Hey, kid.
Paris, we have to
Thank
find
you.
an update for Mixology so that they can eat.
Is an update something we can find?
Yes.
That
What
is something we could find.
if we made a cookie but in binary? Maybe it doesn't have to be that complicated.
How do you make a cookie out of ones and zeros?
Oh well, I don't know, but if you can make a hello out of ones and zeros, can you make a cookie out of ones and zeros?
Chocolate chip could be a 1. And then
The
a
dough
space
is
in the chocolate chip. The dough could be
and
a
the
0.
dough is a 0.
I bet Paris could figure it out.
I will try to find books about cooking in binary code.
I will also look for an update disc to consume food. I assume there is one out there.
You have to have cookies and caramel, Mixology, and popcorn,
I think I would like that.
and cake, and juice, and roast beef.
You want a lot of things, child.
I said that Mixology has to be able to eat them.
Oh, so you're looking to binary code these all these things for Amelie to
Or like an
Tasty.
update. There's so many good foods, Miss Lady Sherry.
I wouldn't know. And then she takes another sip of her. Bun sugar is new to me as well. So
You should eat more foods, Miss Lady Sherry. They're really good.
and she like looks at her broken. It's like I just can't. It's not the same.
I
But
just
you
wanna
can
share
enjoy it.
food.
Mm.
Huh?
You can enjoy them for me. How about that?
Okay, I'll reach over and grab another cookie and shove it
Yeah.
into my mouth.
Yeah, more cookies for you, hey kid.
Yeah.
Gertrude.
Yes, Lady Sheridan, do you need something?
No, you're so over.
I was going to tell you no.
Oh, that would have been appreciated. I felt so much pride if you did that. No, you don't have to do anything from me. But and like she like pulls off like a bangle, and it's just like, since you asked about my past and the past of a vampire, I appreciate it. You can have this to remember me, and remember my vampire queen as well. And
Oh
I
my
will
gosh.
take that as a bingo. Let you borrow some of my old fancy clothing.
Oh,
And I'm going to put it on the question, the big
This is-
question.
this is so pretty. I've never had jewelry before. This is the first piece of jewelry.
Yes, it's a smooth
it's
down
given
bone.
me.
It's very fine at smoothing down and intricate designs of the bone as well.
It's so pretty.
I'm glad that you appreciate it.
Thank you so much. This really means a lot to me. My parents would never let me have jewelry.
Your
Why?
parents? What do you mean?
I also would like to know why.
I'm gonna keep a secret I shouldn't keep, which is one of my whoopsies. And Gertrude's gonna be like, I don't want to talk about it.
That makes sense.
That's the first time I've ever heard you talk about your parents. Like ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can have that token, hey kid.
Okay.
Really, my parents always made me wear jewelry. If I knew, I would have brought some for you.
That moon jewelry is really pretty.
Oh, it is.
Do you have any moon jewelry on you right now?
Well, these earrings are moon jewelry.
They're pretty.
Ooh, quite fascinating.
Thank you.
Hey Gertrude,
Yeah, hey kid?
do you know who your parents are?
Yeah, I know who my parents are. They just didn't know who I was.
I don't know if my parents know who I am.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Just because people sire you doesn't make them your parents. That's something that someone has to earn with love and nurture and respect. We love you here. So if your real parents aren't smart enough to appreciate you, then that's no matter.
Thank you, Parrish.
I think
Well said.
I think Amelie pauses for a second and is like, I agree. I do not think it matters. I think what matters is you are happy where you are. And I think I'm going to do that
Can I
as
say that was fatherly wisdom?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely
Okay.
fatherly wisdom.
I'll put that one on the big question. That was existential.
Nice.
Do you miss your family sometime?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you miss
Well,
your
my-
family sometimes, Moon Prince?
Sometimes, but sometimes not.
Sometimes not.
Sometimes I think I miss my parents, but I never met them. Can you miss somebody you've never met?
I think so.
Indeed, you can. It's unfortunate, but yes, you can.
It's weird.
Little, yes.
And I'm gonna do a bingo and listen to someone else and reflect on what they mean. And listen to all of y'all. And I'll put that on the big question too.
You see Lady Sherry get ready to say something, and then like her eyes start getting a little red, and then she like lightly hisses, and it's like someone making garlic-related things in your kitchen.
Parrish is here. I'll go check the kit. No, I won't go. Wait, no, you look really hurt. I'm gonna get
I will go check the kitchen, Gertrude. It is no problem. I will be
Right,
back
because
swiftly.
This is my time off.
It isn't your shift. You should not work.
That is correct. I will go check
Only
on the
if you're
garlic.
me.
I will go check on the garlic situation and ask them to stop.
Thank you.
Apologies, Lady Sheridan.
Tell them
It's
to
no
get out of my
question.
kitchen without my permission.
That I will do. Apologies, Parish. I will take care of it.
I think I did a bingo there, which is showing off a cool skill people didn't know I have, and that new cool skill is saying no.
Oh, to have
Hey.
that skill.
And I
Amazing.
did a
Best
whoopsie,
skill.
which is be inconvenienced by a weakness of mine. And who learned from this? I'm going to say that like I guess good. No, I would say like Amelie learned from this, I guess.
Okay.
Sick. Yeah, Amelie will depart briefly and go downstairs and go take care of whoever's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I understand that garlic is a very tasty thing, especially with bread, but I don't understand it. All I can know is that I can barely see right now.
Were you always a vampire? Did you not have garlic before you were a vampire?
I do not remember what it used to taste like. I've been around for a while, dear.
I know
you
Sal
all-
likes garlic. I wonder if it's him.
Maybe. I hope not.
It is what it is.
Moon Prince,
Yes,
will you tell me a story about the moon?
about the moon?
Or about something you like about the moon?
Well, I think thinking about the moon is difficult for me these days.
Oh. Why?
I think that well, there are new things to think about. Maybe you could tell me a story about the bed and breakfast instead. I mean,
Okay.
you have been here longer than I have.
I've been here my whole life. I think mostly, probably. one time when it was raining and we were really bored, we played a whole lot of games at once because I was gonna explode. And then Gertrude can crab walk really fast. It's kind of creepy and I love it.
Gertrude blushes bright red. It was like, I'm not that good at crab walking.
That is incorrect.
Do
You were
it,
excellent.
Do it.
And Amelie appears from the steps and is like, no, that is wrong. You did an amazing job at crab walking.
I mean, it's not that. I mean, Moon Prince doesn't want to see me crab walk.
Actually, I would love to see you crab walk. I'm sure you're very good at it because you're good at a lot of things.
She's really good. She's not as fast as me, but she's really good.
It is
Gertrude
rather
kind of
impressive.
Pulls her mask like tighter down on her face. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll show you. And crab walks all around the roof, I think. I don't think it's a skill, something no one know I have, so it's not a bingo anymore, but
Oh my goodness. And Moon Prince is going to kind of clap very enthusiastically and then be like, sorry. I mean, that was very good. And I'm gonna take a whoopsie for that because Moon Prince has embarrassed themselves with their own enthusiasm.
Oh, it's too cute.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give my token to Hey Kid actually because that came about due to your story. So yeah. But yeah, wow! I didn't know you. I didn't know you could do that, Gertrude.
yeah, we used to crab walk like back home. Like it was something I would do when I was bored in my room. Just kind of crab walk around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's incredible.
Interesting.
Do you like tricks, Moon Prince?
Do I like who?
Tricks.
Oh yes, I do like tricks.
Like Gertrude's crab walking.
Yes, I do. I do.
You watch this. And I'm gonna pull off a 6 stunt. And I am going to take I'm gonna jump right up onto the railing that's around the top of the house and just walk on it, waving my arms. Then I'm going to leap straight up and grab onto a tree branch and just go all the way to the end of the tree branch into where it's the tree branch is bowing down really far. And until my toes are touching, just not quite touching the roof, and be like, I'm in moon gravity, and just pretend I'm walking.
Hey, Parrish. Has Hey Kid gotten taller?
Yeah, I think they have grown maybe an inch more.
Huh.
Why? What's wrong?
It's just weird that they're I don't know. I'm an only child, so seeing them grow up is interesting.
At Hey Kid's age, they grow at this weird exponential rate. It just keeps going until it doesn't.
Right.
Remember, this this noise as I let go of the branch and hit the ground. And be like, ta-da!
Oh wow,
That's my trick.
that was amazing.
That was really impressive, Hey Kid.
Thank you.
That puts my crab walking to shame.
No. Your crab walking is super cool, Gertrude.
Take ownership of your talents, dear.
Okay.
Miss Lady Sherry is right. And she's old, so you know she's right.
That's
She just makes a face. It was old. It's I'm not going to deny that I'm old, but I just don't like it being said out loud into the
You said it. You said you've been around a really long time.
But there are some
Write
things.
it down to old.
It's had to be old.
She just lightly glares at Hey Kid. It's you're right. I'll take it. Wiser and older.
When you get old, you get really smart.
I'll take that too. She just puffs up her chest.
Are we friends, Miss Lady Sherry?
Sure.
I made another friend! Yes! That's a bingo for Hey Kid. Making friends.
I want there to be like a level graphic that just like happens over Hey Kid's head. +1 friend. You gain the power of friendship.
Hey Kid wants to be friends with everybody.
So, oh, you'll like this one, Hey Kid. This
Yeah,
constellation.
Yeah?
This one is Orion's belt right there.
A
It's
belt?
It's a belt that belongs to this really powerful warrior, and he's got like a bow and arrow right there, and a sword that hangs down from it right there, and that big bright one is his belt buckle.
Oh, this is like his body? Like it's like square-ish. It's not a square, it's like a scrunchy rectangle.
That's a rhombus.
A rhombus. Scrunchy rectangle.
Right, scrunchy rectangle.
Rhombus.
You got it, Hey Kid.
Rhombus. That's a fun word.
Did you just
It
invent
is a
this
fun
word?
word.
Did I just invent this word?
No, did Hey Kid just learn this word?
Yeah. Mixology teaches me new words all the time.
So when you learn a new word, you repeat it several times in a row.
If it's fun to say, like rhombus. Rhombus. Say it, it's fun. Rhombus.
Rhombus.
Rhombus. Fun. Say it, Lady Sherry.
Rhombus.
It's fun.
It's a word.
Words are fun. Hey Kid is fun to yell.
I can imagine it. It's very fun to get.
Yeah.
It's not fun to yell when we're trying to chase you down.
That's when it's the most fun to yell.
I bet you're going to look really good in that crown.
I want to look scary in the crown.
Yeah, you're going to look super scary, I think. Are you going to scare me?
I'm going to scare everybody.
To be ready for next Halloween.
But, it's hard to have a lot of friends if you're scary, Hey Kid.
Oh.
That is true.
My kid looks like they're having like a bit of like an existential crisis behind their eyes for a second. It just like sits down. But I want to be both.
You could
But if you scare away your friends, what are you going to do?
No, I don't want to scare away my friends, but being scary is fun.
Not everybody who looks scary is scary.
Perhaps you could be scary with your friends.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. You're so smart, little prince.
I'm gonna take a bingo for that because utilize my princely diplomacy and grace.
I'm gonna be really scary and have a lot of friends. We'll be scary together.
I think that is gonna be...
We could draw like angry eyebrows on your mask, Gertrude, and then you'll look scary.
I think that's another token for Hey Kid. Or, wait, hang on. Actually, no, I'm gonna put that...
No.
Sorry, that doesn't have that work.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll keep that.
You don't want to put it on the big question?
No, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
I haven't kept any yet.
Well, you keep the one that I gave you.
Oh, yeah.
And the whoopsie. Are you guys out of tokens yet?
Moon Prince is. Actually, no, you just put a 1 in parentheses. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, because that's the one that I'm gonna keep, but I don't know if that counts towards my...
Oh,
It
that gets
doesn't,
rid of it
no.
off there. No,
Yeah,
so
it's in
you're
your
at 0.
personal stash. It's
Oh, okay,
not-
yeah, so in which case
yeah.
I have none. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you're out of...
And I'm going to get rid of my last one and just say, I'm really glad you don't want to scare me away, Hey Kid, because you're a really good friend.
You're a really good friend.
And that's giving a genuine compliment. And I think with that, the camera pulls up away from the crowd at the bed and breakfast as everyone points at stars and the twinkling and the lights. And let's answer our big questions. So, Gertrude's question was, is it worth it to go back someday? And the answer that Gertrude is going to give I don't think it is. I don't think Gertrude wants to go back. I think she feels more belonging here than she has ever felt anywhere else.
Yeah. And I think the Moon Prince's answer is the same. They do not, it is definitely not worth it to go back because they made all this effort to come here. And I think that having spent time with everybody, you know, they didn't have any friends on the moon. So no, it is not worth it to go back.
And we ended with 12 tokens on the big questions. We each have to give a one-sentence answer if you have one.
Are we giving this as ourselves or in character?
As in your character.
Oh.
So, hey kid, where should you go from here?
Way friends are.
Lady Sherry, where should you go from here?
Where there is less scary things.
Parrish, where should you go from here?
Nowhere but to the kitchen and then to bed.
Amelie, where should you go from here?
I should go download programming to consume food.
Moon Prince, where should you go from here?
Onwards, but not necessarily upwards. Gertrude, where should we go from here?
I think I need to get into Yazeba's study. And that ends our episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'd like to give a special thanks to Evan Galloway for the theme song Away from Here. Oh, did I? Hey everyone, I froze.
Oh, I was like,
Here-
did you just what? I was very confused.
I was like, okay.
I was also confused. Oh no, did you freeze again?
Yeah, my internet connection is going bad. Can you do the outro for me, Stephanie?
Yes. So, pull up to where it is. So, we'd like to give a special thank you to Evan Galloway for our theme song, A Ways Away. We'd also like to thank Jay Dragon and Possum Creek Games for this lovely great game, and it will be crowdfunded starting March 22nd on Indiegogo. So make sure you go over there now and sign up for reminders so that you don't forget to go and pledge early. And we will see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. for episode 4, chapter 49, Rock On. And let's go around and ask where people can tell us a little bit where people can find you. Check your stuff out. Sebastian, start us off.
Yep, you can find me on Twitter at Sebastian Yue, so Y-U-E, like all one word. Thank you. It's been great to be here.
Max.
I am Max. You can find me anywhere that I want you to find me on the internet at Arcane Goth. For streams, you can also find me on Critical Misses on Tuesdays, playing the Growing with the Dim Season 2, and with TTRPG on Wednesdays, playing Halcyon Pride with Natalie also.
Sade.
Hello, everyone. Shadi Smith Edwards here. I play Glenn Bishop on the Lovely Craftians podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Shadi Amby Edwards. You can also find me with the sadease.card.com. I will post it in the chat as well for any information that you might need. This was lovely, and thank you all for having me here. And
You
until
guys
next
can find me on Twitter at CharmPersonGames, singular. You can also find me on Discord. I made this overlay that you're looking at right now. I make overlays. I make coming soon screens, starting soon, be back soon, all of those. If you're interested in that, you can reach out to me on Discord for only the best. You can also reach out on Twitter if you want. You can also hire me and Natalie to run literally any game for you. Check us out at charmpersongames.com. We are professional game masters. Natalie, where can people find you?
You can also find me at charmpersongames.com, where I can run games for your corporate event, party, bat mitzvah, or funeral. I also am the author of Sapphic Space Pirates, available now. Link is in the chat of where you can get it. Go ahead and pick it up. $5 on itch.io. It's a GM-less, diceless game about being lesbians in space. Leslie, what's going on in Carrion Comfort?
And what's going on with you?
Absolutely. So with me, you can find me on Twitter and all the social media at Leslie Wombat. I keep everything up to date there. I will be in a vampire game that will be airing soon. I believe it's April we'll be airing that. I play a lovely Nosferatu. Otherwise, Carrion Comfort will be back tomorrow with more Kingdom Hearts The Interstitial War. That will be at 7:30 p.m. There is no late night comfort this week, so catch us back again here for Carrion Comfort News on Sunday. And then I will be back again on Tuesday with more Comfortsicle. I don't know what I'm playing this week because it's a Patreon poll week. Right now, Tunic's winning, so we'll see. So you'll join me Tuesday next week at 6 p.m. to play something that the patrons voted for. Otherwise, you can catch all of our things on YouTube. Follow us. Come join us on Patreon because, like I said, we do fun things on Patreon. I post top 10 lists of different things that our staff are interested in, like top 10 snacks, and everyone gets angry about people's snack opinions. Hot debates about that. I don't think a hot dog is a snack, which is a debate from last night. Someone posted a hot dog is a snack. I don't think a hot dog's a snack.
That's a meal.
Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
I have strong opinions on that.
In the same way that a tomato is both a fruit and a vegetable, a hot dog is both a sandwich and not a sandwich. There you go. That's my hot take. You get free hot take from me anytime you want.
I think a hot dog is a hoagie because it is a hinged piece of bread. And I think a hoagie is different from a sandwich.
Oh, no. Hoagies are underneath the
No.
umbrella of sandwich.
That's a
A
galaxy brain
Chicago-style
take.
hot dog is definitely a sandwich.
Chicago-style hot dog is definitely a hoagie. Look at all those things on it.
Okay,
Anyway.
but is a hoagie a kind of sandwich?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Join us on Discord and debate.
I've had this debate several times on our Discord, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again all the time.
Hey, tag me. I have got hot takes for days, baby.
But yeah, so I think that's everything that's going on at Carrion Comfort.
This was fun.
Oh yeah, I have to send us out. That's my job. I'm the producer.
All right. Until next time, comfort comes soon. See you next week.